At the 23-yard line.
Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
In your face.
Set. 50.
They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another first and 10.
Tighten 6-6. Pull it high. Quarter. Black and turn.
Now Roethlisberger. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Check 31.
First carry for James Conner. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Second and 12 at the Ravens' 48-yard line.
Ready? Wide 80.
Check back to left. Let's go. Here we go. Watch 7.
Easy.
Watch 7. Trip.
Block it.
On second and 12, Roethlisberger flushed out right. And yes, complete to the tight end, McDonald.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Hey, check back to left.
Loco.
Roethlisberger now to throw on third down. Looking downfield for Godwin. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Ready. 55 to Mike. Check. 55 to Mike. Let's go. Let's get this ball back up.
Now they try the right side here. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things off.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
Going to give this time to the tailback. He's got a first down and more past the 30 and all the way up to the 37-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Here's Jackson. And that's complete to Cooks. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the #3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 48-yard line.
Set. Scared. Come to my world. We want it. Come to my world.
Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Ready? Check right. Watching you fire. Check.
And he'll give it here to his running back. There to stop him, Terrell Edmonds.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. He's going to find his tight end Boyle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. They're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this. And, hey, you know, how are you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays. And
he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Jordan Howard, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken at his 4. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Here's Foreman. He finds an opening past the 40 and all the way up to the 46. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
A carry for Foreman. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. After 7-0 on EA Sports. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
So Mike's number one. 44. Alert. 61. Matchbox lights. Get wide.
On 1st and 10 is Counter. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Under 10.
On 2nd down, it's Connor, and he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Watch one. Coming to you.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right, and he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. On 2nd down, Connor looking for space and able to get about 3 down right at the 20. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. That's going to be caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Vance McDonald, his first touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Tavecchio good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And a very good return, but a penalty marker is down. I'm not sure what this is going to be. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
the out, though. There in the middle. 55.
Watch the out. Watch the out.
Wahoo.
Jackson down from the gun on third down. Aguilar has it. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 28. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
I'm scared.
Now a handoff looking right. T.J. Watt in on the tackle. Going to give this time to the tailback. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. And the Steelers now in the nickel here on third down.
Let him know, let him know.
Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. He gets it to Cooks. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
You got tight one day. You got tight. You got tight right there. 3-2. On me. Mike one.
A run by Foreman to start the drive. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Josh Jones in on the stop.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held him to no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Roethlisberger will throw. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young.
When I was in school, math was not my strong suit, but I did learn enough to know how to play cover 3. 2 corners and a safety divide up the field in thirds. On this play, the corner didn't get fooled by anything in front of him. Kept his coverage all the way down the sideline in the deep third position and makes the interception.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And they'll get him down here at about the 42. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
At the 42-yard line.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. The field. Let's get off the field. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Watch twist. Watch twist. Shoot.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as he'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Got it. 55 to Mike. Check. 55 to Mike. Trump. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go again.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. Tucker, a career 70% success rate from 50-plus. Just incredible. And the All-Pro is money from distance again there.
They ought to give him 4 points for field goals from some of the distances that this guy makes them from.
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. Room here to run. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
Hey, Jack. 20. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. Now Roethlisberger on first down. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster as the first half is winding down, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. The lefty Tavecchio now to add the extra point. this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game.
Ravens 17, Steelers 14.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. This is taken at his 4. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Brandon Cooks, his 4th touchdown on the year as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now it's Roethlisberger. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Darren Lee picks it. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
Good work, boy. Let's go. Let's go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that.
That's caught inside the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster with his second touchdown of the game and fifth on the year. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. They go for just one here as it's up and good. And that will shave one more off this lead. Down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. This is taken at his 4. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
Check, 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 check. Check 52.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Jackson. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down.
Come on, set. Now the 55. I'm coming for us,
From the gun, Jackson. It's Andrews. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 42. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
Jackson and the offense come up first and 10, and he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. Out of the gun, this is Howard. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
On the set. Come on, 55. Not today, you are. Not today.
Now Jackson on first down. Completes it to Aguilar. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
That's another Baltimore first down. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Right there in the middle, 55.
They'll try to run this one in. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? They'll try to run this one in, and he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Flush to his right. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
To throw again on 2nd down, Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 39. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Washington's got it. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one goes for 30 yards.
1st and goal, Pittsburgh.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run here with Connor. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Again, it'll be Connor. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
They got to have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. the goal line, but it's incomplete. So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Roethlisberger. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. All of a sudden, they have quite a bit of breathing room. This was a one-score game, but touchdowns on their last 2 drives, and now comfort is here, so to speak.
It certainly is for them. I've been in this situation before on the flip side of this. And all that's going on there is a little bit of finger pointing. Hey, what's going on? How can we stop them? Can someone make a play to try and stop this momentum?
Well, they're going to be ball hawking because they need a turnover on that other side. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Second and 10 at the 31-yard line.
I'm here all day.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Brandon Cooks. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Brandon Cooks. His second touchdown of the afternoon as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is now 24. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
Juju Smith-Schuster. Xavier Howard on recovery.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on second and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Rudolph. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10.
You got three. Three down.
Two-jet bomber.
Check Michael Allen. Time to go. Night. Hey, check Michael Allen. Check Michael Allen.
Rudolph. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Emmanuel Ogbah with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him.
36.
Greystone, Travis.
They will snap it to Rudolph. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Darren Lee. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Now, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal. Here we go on 4th down. And he'll be brought down at about the 4. He didn't get in, nowhere close. They gave it to him in search of his 3rd touchdown, but he's denied. And the Steeler D will celebrate the goal line stand. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that. The big fella, he's at the 40, 20, 10, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Vance McDonald, 87 yards. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Out of the gun, Rudolph. Open man here is Gentry. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and 10.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Jackson now. He's letting it fly for... This is caught inside the 15. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Brandon Cooks, 44 yards as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 23. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here."
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
3rd and 7.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Jackson. It's caught by Aguilar. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving.
14 yards. That's good for Baltimore. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Let's go deep, tighten up.
And they give this time to the tailback. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. The Ravens send their punter out now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. Here's Switzer. Great coverage there. Holds him to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Hey, check Mike 11. Check Mike 11.
Let's go, baby. Ready?
On first down, it's Rudolph. He's going to let it fly. And this is dropped it incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone. As time has run out on this ball game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Ravens, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.